This is a video I made. It is about me reacting to another video. This one is a lot more understanding, but still has a few things I need to talk about. But I will start the video. I hope you enjoy it.
Womansphere, I wanted to come and talk to you guys for a little bit, just something I wanted to share. So I just did something in my community tab because a lot of people, I didn't know y'all thought this way, which is, fair enough. I understand why you thought it. So I just want to clear some things up because I've said this 1,000 times, but it goes in one ear and out the other when you're dealing with a demographic of male identified women and a bunch of dumbass niggas, and is saturated in this space. We got the undercover mammies, and then we got the ones that call other women mammies, just because they like black men. When really a mammy is just any woman that mules for men. So whether you're muling for white men, black men, or whatever, most of the swirlers and the bitches of divestment are mammies. They will go hard for white men. You see how hard they're going for the Proud Boys. Case closed. And then we have the mammies and the mules that are in the black community. We got some that are undercover because they don't want to be called out on it. And then we got some that's all saturated into blackness, and they feel like anything that comes against blackness is directly offensive to black men. Totally forgetting the fact that they're a part of the black community as well, and their issues to resonate with them more than what a nigga's issues would. See, that's a fucking mammy from Blackistan. But we gonna move along to what made me do this video. When I started posting pictures of me and my man with a little snippets that you guys can see, because I'm not going to show his whole face, because I know you guys will stalk and harass him, and saying nice things about him, I noticed that it offended a lot of you. I'm not quite sure why you were offended by me being in love with somebody, or why you guys, I even had somebody told me they don't condone me holding my man. Now, see,
This is a double standard that almost no one talks about. You should be able to carry your husband if you want because you have the right to do that.
Now, see, this is where I don't fit in neither of these spaces. And this is why I do my own thing and I rock alone and I stand alone in my opinions and my thoughts. Because a lot of y'all are biased to what directly pertains to you. See, I'm a live and let live type of person. So it's just like whatever you doing, I don't really give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? As long as you happy, shit, I'm happy for you. I don't like the male collective. None of them. White, black, Asian, any of them, Latino. I don't like men.
There are plenty of women who do this as well, but don't get told off for it.
I don't think they're nice people. I think they fucking suck. If you ask me, they're the ones that cause the majority of the issues in this fucking world. But see, it's some shit I could say about women too, but as a species, I would say I prefer communicating and being friendly with women. And
while there are less women who have done evil things, there are also less women who have done truly heroic things.
And that's not in a sexual way. That's just in a platonic way. See, men to me, I really feel like that old saying, don't speak unless you've spoken to. That's how I feel about men. And I know that was made for women, but I actually feel like that about men. Like, don't say shit to me if I don't know you. I really ain't even trying to talk to you. I don't like men and typically when they say shit out their mouth to you, it's either flirty or ignorant. And this is all men. This just isn't black men. So that stereotype needs to be did away with.
Not all men just say flirty, foolish, or ignorant things. Besides, whenever they do say something like that, they, a lot of the time, are just having fun, or being themselves, or they are using freedom of speech, something both men and women have. Also, if you don't want a guy getting attracted to you, then don't wear body attractive clothing, since this kind of clothing attracts more men than women, or simply tell him you don't like him. Not only that, but you know what comes out of a lot of women's mouths, which are mostly complaints, criticism, or feminism, or something about their life. There are a few girls who stand out from this, sure, but a lot of women mainly do this on average.
Isn't black men. So that stereotype needs to be did away with, because white men can be just as fucking ignorant, if not more. And especially Asians. I mean, we have countless videos of them abusing black women just for shopping in their hair stores. So My identification of men is that they suck. I don't like men. And I don't think it has anything to do with me being a feminist. I think it has everything to do with men showing me who they are in all this time I've been on this earth. See, you being nice to a woman because she's attractive doesn't make you a nice man. You being respectful to people in general makes you a nice man. When you just walk around deciding who you should respect and who you shouldn't respect upon first glance and meeting, that's typically a sign of misogyny and chauvinism.
Maybe that is true, but a lot of women do this same kind of thing as well, like when they take off their clothes for money. Or when they get with a guy, they rob him of what he has.
And most men have it. Most men can't see past their egos. See, it's very rare that I bump into just a kind man. Very rare. You ask yourself that question. When have you bumped into just a nice man? He wasn't attracted to you. He didn't want anything from you. He was just a nice person. He was nice to everybody. Now, have I met men like that in my life before? Yes. Yes, I have. My dad's one of them. He's nice to everybody. He doesn't think with his ego or move with his ego. He's nice to everybody. My brother, on the other hand, no. My brother is extremely critical of.
This is mainly a really bad turn on how our society has evolved, because a lot of men are taught to do that and sometimes are peer pressured.
And most men are extremely critical of women. Now, my brother's nice to me. He loves me to death. But he's very critical of the collective of women. And see, most men think like that, y'all. I don't know if women know that. It seems like that's hard for y'all to wrap around y'all head. Most men only show respect and loyalty to the women they're directly connected to. When it comes to the collective, they could care less. So I adapted that same personality. I could care less about the male collective. Fuck them. But if it's somebody I'm connected to in a romantic relationship, that's a different relationship. Just like it's a different relationship with my father. It's a different relationship with my brother. So I don't understand why y'all thought it was weird that I was being romantic and gushy over my man. If you saw me in person and how I'm literally, when we're together, I'm attached at his hip. I'm very affectionate and very loving and very doting as well. He doesn't have to do too much. I literally will get up and do it for him. Because when I love anybody, that's how I treat them. If you were a friend and you came to my house, I would be doting over you. I will have some food ready for you when you came. You know, you all right? You need anything? That's the type of person I am. So when I'm in a relationship, they get the best of all of that. Now, do relationships always work? No. But why would y'all ever think I just be in relationships abusing? Do y'all think I be abusing? I mean, what y'all think I be doing? No, baby. I love on mine. And he love on me. Any relationship I ever been in, I've been loved on, and I love, like, I really could not understand why a woman told me she didn't condone me holding my man. She said the words, "I don't condone." There's some declaration behind that. See, I think a lot of y'all have a hard time seeing people be happy over love. And I think it's because of failed relationships and bitterness and all that stuff. I understand.
It is also because a lot of people don't really like men, and because of a large portion of our society as well.
But at some point, you got to work on that shit. You got to get that shit up off of you. I know that men as a collective, I don't care for, but they don't make me bitter. I just don't like who they are as people. I don't think they're very nice people. Once again, men in general. But every now and again, I meet a man I like. It happens very rarely. But clearly, I do. I've had relationships. But, just moving through my everyday life, it's like, I'm right with you, sis. This motherfucker suck. But when you with somebody, you can't be acting like that now. Now I see why a lot of y'all, you can't be acting like that towards no man you with. Why wouldn't you place the man you're with on a pedestal? I don't understand why you would not.
This has to do with a bit of feminism. I can clearly see you are a lot more understanding towards men, but there are a bunch of women who don't think nor act that way.
You may need to ask yourself that question. Yeah, I'm going to let you sit on that. This is Woman Sphere. You guys be easy.
That was the end of the video. Like I said earlier, she is probably the most understanding person I have reacted to. But that is the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more videos.